Hello, I am Simon. I'm doing a very impromptu bit of video on this puppy, which I've just got, the Korg Wavestate. Bought it last week. It is amazing. I'm absolutely blown away. Probably one of the most amazing machines, if not the most amazing machine I've ever owned. It's a really incredible synthesizer. There's been a few things that no one's really covered yet. So I thought, well, what the hell? Why don't I do a quick video with my chum, Thirsty Ferret? Because I've probably watched every video, Luke Pop's video, at least 10 times until I literally knew it off by heart. So I thought, right, for guys who are still waiting, I'll do a video and keep everyone happy. What it is, there's a few things which I think what makes this machine, one of the things that makes this machine so amazing is how you get from nothing to something that sounds really usable very quickly. It's not a machine that has like oscillators and you have to know all the fundamentals of that kind of stuff. It's completely the opposite to that. And this is, my brain works much better with this than some of the other stuff. I've got an Innovation Peak down there, so that's, you know, your more traditional synthesizer. Even the system ones, you kind of need to get oscillators and all that stuff, but it's a bit alien. I've tried very hard, I can do okay, but with this thing, weirdly, I've written more patches on this thing in a few days than on these guys in years. So I wanted to show you a bit of workflow and why I think it's absolutely amazing, and maybe a few other things that I've discovered that I haven't seen in anyone else's videos that might be of interest. Before anyone falls asleep, very quickly, the way this works on my system, just so you know and you understand what's going on, the amazing synths, the incredible synths from Deluge here. That's the brains sequencer sent out with the MIDI. That's just basically firing MIDI off to all of the keyboards. Got a couple of Roland MX1s. They're basically end of the line, goes into Pioneer RMX 500. There's a Chaos quad down there, and then back into an RMX 1000, and then I'm recording the signal on something down there. Right, let's crack on. Sorry, I'm waffling on. Anyway, so cheers. Right. So let's start. Oh, it just sounds magic. Let's start with an initialized patch. Everyone knows, hit performance, squish to the top, initialized performance, init performance. Now, there's a couple of ways to go. Obviously, you choose a preset if you wanted, a performance if you wanted. Now, the way I've been doing this is going to an init performance, holding down shift and going right. No, I haven't. What am I doing? Sorry, pressing performance, going right and getting to the layer programs. Now, so there's obviously performances, layers. Oh my god, I've only had one beer. Layers, performances have layers, and then layers are broken down into I can't remember. Anyway, what we're doing is, if you now scroll right here, go to programs, programs. But there's a few little things in here that you might not have seen, because I don't think anyone else has shown it. But okay, you've got about 1,000 programs to choose from, right? And usual shenanigans. But again, there are sub-menus here. So if you go shift and right, category, there's a whole load of shenanigans. Actually, no, people have shown this. But anyway, the reason why I'm showing is so you know what it is. You press enter, and then you got the choice of whatever. Okay, that's sort of straightforward. But let's just say we are. Let's just go back to an initial performance. Sorry. Right, the initial patch. this is what I've spotted, which is kind of a bit cool, which is each one of these guys have their own subset within the sequence list of their own specific things to the timing lane. So I haven't explained it very well. What I mean is, let's say we just pick, I don't know, sample here, right? Initial sample lane, scroll one to the one clockwise, shift and right, and we get to categories. Press enter, and actually there's a whole load of stuff here. Just so this is a sample, just for the sample lane. So I thought, okay, well that's not many people have sort of had a look at that. So let's just, I don't know, let's pick something cheesy like a, let's go to electric. So this is, as you can see, right, there's all sorts of shit in here. Sorry, pardon my French. Okay, and likewise, let's go to, okay, organ, something simple. Go to timing, and again, initialize timing lane, go one to the right, shift right, category, and you've actually got another set of subset things here. Let's go tempo, and so now that's obviously we're using our organs, the samples is organic, so timings is actually, and all of a sudden you can see straight away where I'm going with this. Okay, pitch, let's go to pitch, one to the right, shift right, category again, and all of a sudden we've got all these little fellas down here, and it's like, whoa, hello chaps, what should we go for? Melodic? Yeah, why not? Let's see what we got. Okay, that's not particularly melodic. Broken piano. Oh, and you'll see, if you've been through the presets as well, you'll see this. There'll be references to some of the performance patches that come with the Wavestate. Right, happy days. And then all of a sudden you're going, okay, well then not only have we got all this shenanigans going on, we have also obviously got, haven't even started on the effects and the amazing reverbs and delays. Right, cool. Right, so I don't know. Let's get a sequence going. Let's switch off the. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my, my Wavestate here. Now I'm actually sequencing the Wavestate from the deluge here. So that's the patch we've just created. What should I do? Right, that sounds quite rubbish, but let's try it. Actually, let's just draw it in. Right, and then I'm gonna maybe change the awful right. So you can see straight away right, and let's do another, let's just for the sake of arguments. So let's pitch for a different thing. Okay, wait. And off I go. And that's with only that much first ferret. If you follow that workflow where you're literally picking let's pick another lane. Open, so this is lane B. Layer B, sorry, layer B. And let's go to say the sample again, shift, sorry, the sample lane, one to the right, there's a lot to remember, shift right, category, and then we'll, I don't know, let's pick synth, see what they got on here. Okay, so we've got a detune now, which is saying the other one's probably, but anyway, yeah, just not, unfortunately not the best example, but it doesn't matter. The principle is that there is this stuff hidden away within the categories, within particular, with each wave sequencing lane, there's particular subcategories. And suddenly there's this massive amount of stuff that you can do if you think of it along that workflow. And I've just come up with so much, I don't know, shenanigans. Cheese. So again, look at that. Such a meaty synth. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing I wanted to show you was the effects as well. Let's just again we'll just let's go to initialize patch again. So same thing. Let's just have this slightly unexciting initialize patch. If we go to say the reverb. Go one down to the right again, shift, actually no, sorry, this doesn't, on this particular one doesn't have, but there are a shed load of different same with the delays. Delays have got a massive amount of options. So you've got the left, centre, right delay. So you know there's only a handful here. But if we say go to multi-band mod delay, and again, shift, go press enter, go down, 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 down. I've got the shift. Sorry, I can't quite see the shift is on there. Again, BPM patterns 3 to the right, and suddenly. Very long delays. And same goes for the mod effects as well. So we've got, say, a chorus here. Let's go to a talking modulator, press enter, go down one, shift right, down one, and again. So again, hidden away a little bit, but you've got the patches, you've got the effects. Yeah, it's immensely deep. And when you start mucking about and having different wave sequences, and then you've got 4 letters, it's just an immense amount of sounds. So I just thought I'd show that. I'm still working my way through all this. I still haven't figured out what's the difference between loop end and end. I'm sure someone will comment on it. But, and also, a few of the things I'm stuck on, so feel free to comment if anyone wants to. When you've got the performance knobs on, there, how do you quickly work out what that one's doing? I can't seem to, unless you go through the mod matrix, I'm not sure. So if anyone knows that, that would be great, because reverse engineering the inbuilt patches is the way to learn this machine. And some of the times I'm going, what is going on? What is that doing? Why is that making that sound? So, yes, I'm still learning this. Oh, and we haven't even talked about vector synthesis. This thing's just phenomenal, this thing. If you can just, it takes a little bit getting used to. If you've not used it, well, guys who haven't got the synth, it's a little bit tricky to control. It's just a question of learning it, and I'm not the most coordinated player, and I'm certainly not a very good keyboard player, but I'm learning that as well. What else on here is interesting? No, that'll probably do. Everyone's falling asleep. So I'm going to record some jams with this thing because, well, we'll see what happens with that. But any questions, stick it in the comments. And hopefully this has not bored everyone's pants off and been quite useful. So, cheers.